team, it's easy to say, okay, because I met a lot of salespeople in my career, okay? I'm still talking to a lot of them, meaning that we build something like relationship, right? What you're talking about, right? So we're humans and we like to talk to other humans. And that's where conversations start. That's where relationship and future
yes,
sales start.
we're social animals, and the great thing about social media is it enables us to create relationships at scale. I quite often hear people talking about relationships as if it's something that's going to take 6 months or 18 months. It doesn't. The way that we're now used to working on social is that, you know, we can have, if you like someone's post, you already have a connection with them. You know, when I've seen your podcasts, you know, I've seen your podcast because I see you all the time. It's a bit like seeing somebody on the TV in a soap opera or something like that. There's a famous soap opera star who lives near me, and I see him in the street. And of course, because I've seen him on the TV a lot, I think I know him. But he looks at me and goes, "Who's that?" But he's obviously used to it. But because I've seen your podcasts, when I came and actually we had a conversation, a prep call before we talked about this, I already felt that I knew you, and I trusted you, and I liked you, and all of those things. And that those relationships can actually be built fast and at scale by creating content, by having a wide and varied network, by being seen, by being visible. And what happens is that most organizations nowadays are on social. We talk about digital dominance, and that's about, you know, your client is asking questions. They have business problems. They need to be solved. And you as an organization and you as individuals can actually become digitally dominant. So that what happens is that you completely wipe out the whole of your competition because they're still analog. And they're still, you know, worrying about whether they should be posting this or that, or whether they should be doing, you know, posting corporate content, which is all crap. You can be, and your organization completely wipe out. We have a drones company as a client, Cyberhawk. You can check them out, and they are just all over social. And they've had drone companies ring them up saying, "You're all over social. Come out to California and test out our drones." And they've had, you know, they're getting so much inbound. They're getting into accounts that they never ever dreamed that they could get into, purely because they're on social and they're visible. And it is purely transformational. I mean, there's so many people that play with it, but you can actually change the game with social. It's amazing.
This is fantastic success story you just mentioned, because there's still a lot of skeptics out there. You know, I'm as a content creator, I know it's not easy to create content. Okay, it takes effort, it takes energy, it takes money. Okay, so many organizations, when they're prioritizing, they really think this of, you know, around marketing. They don't understand that this is selling.
I think in the past there was a view that it needed to take, it took money. The thing is that you empower your employees. The problem that companies have is that they think that they have to go to the market with branded content, and unfortunately, everybody's branded content says the same. It says, "Buy our product because we're great." And so if you take a lot of companies, you know, Oracle, SAP, Sage, all of their content says exactly the same thing. If you look at IBM's content, McKinsey's content, KPMG, it's exactly the same. I mean, you're an ex-IBMer. It's a, you know, they only have 500,000 followers on Twitter. You know, they have 300,000 employees. You think about their employees, their customers. Actually, if you think about 500,000 followers for them, it's nobody. And the reason why no one's interested in what IBM say is IBM says, "Buy our product because it's great." And if you look at, and the great thing about social media is everything is transparent. So if IBM posts something, all of us can go in and see who's liking it. You can see the engagement, who's liking it. The people that like it are all IBM employees. They're not creating content that actually other people want to see and read because it says IBM is great. And well, yeah, kind of. If I worked there, I probably would think that. But I don't think. What I'm looking for is I'm looking for insight. I'm looking for something you're going to tell me something that I don't know. Now, what we have is we have our employees. The only thing today that we have that differentiates us as a business is our employees, their experience, their track records, their knowledge. All of those things are unique to the organization. And what we need to do is empower those people to talk on social in an authentic voice, using their own experiences and talking about those things. We do that ourselves. If you look at anything from DLA Ignite, you can see that all of us post, and we all post every single day. We don't have content writers. We don't have, I'm a small business. We have 15 people globally. So how is it that how is it that I've got 180,000 followers on Twitter, and how is that I've been able to build that without the resources of IBM? Because people are looking for insight, and people are looking for the knowledge and the experience of your employees. And it's so powerful to empower that. Obviously there's a control issue, but that's about, when we teach people about diversity and inclusion and things like health and safety, we teach them what to do. The same as with social media, we need to teach them what to do. But once you empower them, it is so powerful.